This is a message, a warning for anyone that lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Not just in Atlanta, in all of Georgia. God told me to warn you to repent. If you're in the area of Atlanta or if you're in Georgia, your warning is to repent. God says you're out of time. He says that when you call upon him, when you see the wrath of God hit these lands, you are going to regret it. I saw floods coming in, floods, serious floods. I also saw the grounds dry up. The grounds are going to dry up so much that there will be no crop coming from the ground. You have been officially warned.
Floodwaters began swallowing Interstate 75 just after 7 o'clock this evening. In a matter of minutes, exit ramps leading to Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport transformed into swift-moving urban streams. With rainfall rates nearing 3 inches per hour, vehicles stalled in water reaching 2 feet deep. A flash flood warning remains in effect until 11:45 p.m., and airport ground operations are paused until at least 11 p.m., as authorities work to prevent stranded planes and stalled cars on submerged taxiways and access roads.
I may not make it out of here. Wish me luck. Look at that. Look at that.
Deeper into metro Atlanta, radar shows deep pockets of precipitation stretching across Fulton, DeKalb, Clayton, Cobb, Cherokee, Forsyth, and Gwinnett counties. By 8:36 p.m., flood warnings were flashing around Atlanta, Decatur, Forest Park, College Park, Grant Park, and communities adjacent to the airport. Creeks and rivers that feed city drains, Peachtree Creek, South River, Camp Creek, and parts of the Chattahoochee, have burst their banks, spilling into neighborhoods and submerging streets, underpasses, and low-lying thoroughfares. First responders are actively engaged in rescue operations. Emergency services received multiple calls from motorists trapped in rapidly rising water. In one incident, a vehicle was caught by surprise near a low underpass. Water rose fast enough to enter the vehicle and strand occupants. Rescuers waded into chest-high currents to bring them to safety. The common advice echoes through every channel. Turn around, do not drown. What seems like a shallow puddle can disable a car within seconds and trap its engine forever. Gusty winds, reaching 50 miles per hour in some locations, have brought down numerous branches and utility infrastructure. More than 33,000 Georgia Power customers and an additional 8,000 Georgia Electric Membership Corporation customers are reported to be without power. As night deepens, the monsoon-like storm is expected to persist. Forecasters caution that additional rounds of rain and wind could materialize through the weekend, although short-lived relief may be observed before the 4th of July. Daily afternoon and evening showers remain a consistent threat. Until a cold front arrives midweek, skies are expected to remain unstable, with highs in the upper 70s and lows in the upper 60s. These conditions foster further downpours when heat and moisture combine. A single heavy burst of rainfall can overwhelm drainage systems in minutes, and areas that were dry just a short while ago may quickly become impassable. Issued a tornado watch that stretches through the early morning hours, covering much of south-central and southeastern North Dakota, including areas like Sheridan, Kidder, Wells, Burleigh, and Stutzman counties. Radar scans are picking up fast-moving thunderstorm cells, some of which have already prompted severe thunderstorm warnings. Near the town of Herdsfield in Wells County, strong storms were clocked moving southeast at 30 miles per hour, producing golf ball-sized hail and dangerous wind gusts exceeding 60 miles per hour. These conditions are capable of damaging roofs, knocking down trees and power lines, and creating extremely hazardous travel, especially in rural areas where roads may be poorly lit or flood-prone. Emergency officials have advised residents to be ready to take cover quickly. Interior rooms on the lowest level of sturdy buildings offer the best protection from wind and flying debris. For those living in mobile homes or temporary shelters, now is the time to move to a safer location, if possible, Many of these thunderstorms are exhibiting strong rotation signatures and have a history of producing severe hail and brief tornado touchdowns. Power outages are also being reported, with electric cooperatives warning of downed lines and extended restoration times in some harder-hit rural zones. Stay tuned as our team continues to provide live updates on road closures, power restoration, and safety advisories. For now, avoid all unnecessary travel, stay indoors unless essential, and remember, turn around, do not drown. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.